Probably need to get away a little bit. Welcome back to another episode.
Backyard builds.
That's the one.
We haven't got project started at all.
Back in the shed. So
2 years down the track.
this episode, I don't know, not a normal episode, just a bit of a channel update, I guess.
Yeah, bit of a channel update.
A few other little bits and pieces. Where do you want to start?
I want to sneeze first. I can feel it coming.
Alright, we'll start again then.
Nah, it's alright. Keep going. It's going away now. I will get half sentence.
Do you want to start with why the utes back in?
Well, because we're going to work on it.
Oh.
Crisis on the Murray's coming up. I actually got my entry form in the mail the other day, and I thought, shit, we better take that. We better get serious about it, because
We've said we'd take it to a Crisis on the Murray, but never what year.
4 or 5 years running.
So 2023 is that year.
That is the year.
Will it be finished? No.
No. Will we drive into the show? 50-50.
Let's see how we go. So
Will it make whistly turbo noises?
yeah.
Maybe, or will it be Saxon on the foghorn?
Saxon can't tail it in because the Phoenix doesn't have a tail on.
I don't think it's bringing the Phoenix either.
No.
But anyway, we'll digress.
So we will be in Albury for Crisis on the Murray.
16, well, the event is the 17th, 18th, 19th, I believe, March. So we'll probably be there from the 16th, probably through to the 21st, 20th or something.
We will be in between the two, so we'll probably spend the Saturday at Crisis on the Murray.
Yep.
And on the same weekend is the Albury Rumble Run. So
Pickup.
Trucks Australia
Yeah.
and bikes.
Ah.
So
We will split our time between the two, but we will be down there at Crisis on the Murray with the ute.
we will have a stall.
We'll have a select amount of shirts, jumpers,
Yep.
and it's going to be a first in, best dressed scenario.
Yeah, stickers and a few products.
Yeah, we've got a range of products coming, but there's a few things that a lot of people have asked for, so we've decided to maybe venture into it a bit more seriously.
Which sort of leads us into that next point, which is products.
Products. What's our first product?
I think we get asked once a week for our
Brake adapters.
AU to late model stub axle conversion brackets.
Yeah, so that's something we are working on. I have a spare set on the shelf. Most people know what they look like, but it is a bolt-on. Well, the threads are in the stub axle, so you bolt on the bracket, 2 little spaces, and then you put the AU caliper on. It's pretty straightforward. It's all bolts up, use standard bolts and everything.
So we will be selling those as a kit.
Yep.
Pretty well everything you need minus stub axles and calipers.
Yep. So it'll
You source your own calipers,
it'll include new hubs,
rotors.
the correct rotors, because we've since found out there is 3 to 4 different versions. We just somehow fluked it the first time.
Yep.
There'll be the brake adapters.
Yep. And wheel bearings to suit those
wheel
hubs.
bearings, Wheel bearings universal. So the new hubs will be getting take a standard late model wheel bearing. So it's neither here nor there. But we can supply them if needed.
So there will be that, and then a few other little things that we'll probably cover on the channel as the year goes on.
Yeah. The other thing we've been asked a lot about is Zach's diff jig.
Yeah. That was a big one. A lot of people have asked about that, so we're in the process of getting them quoted up.
Yeah.
We will supply the uprights, because I'm not sending...
We're not sending PFCs in the mail.
1.5 metres of PFC.
Like that.
They'll probably be a flat pack kit, so...
we will look into shipping rates on the PFC, but because we had a discussion with if someone doesn't have a flat surface, how are they going to get a straight diff?
Yeah, there's a lot of work in getting it
straight.
It's the same as paint. The preparation is key.
Yeah.
If the foundation's no good, it's not going to be
So if there's enough interest in it, we will look at making it a full kit.
Yeah.
Not just the uprights. It'll be your PFC, diff, pucks, maybe a stiff bar, and the uprights and all that.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a full kit. We might even do it as a pickup only style thing because it is quite heavy. If there's enough interest, we might have some across the tomorrow.
Yeah, it's probably about 80 kilos, that whole jig.
And the rest.
Because I lifted it off by myself the other day.
Oh, right, our muscles.
Yeah, it was heavy.
What stuff we got going on?
There'll also be those late model to early aluminium plates that we used on the wagon. So VJ style master cylinder, Falcon style master cylinder to the early 4-bolt, same as this.
Yep.
And then a few little bits and pieces for chargers.
Yes.
So our good friend Jason Webb is currently restoring a charger, and we've been doing a few bits and pieces here and there for him, so they will be available.
Yeah, but we'll keep that one under wraps. You'll have to keep an eye on us for the meantime, and we'll let a bit more of that dribble out as we go.
Other cars going across on the Murray.
Your wagon?
My wagon. This is my deadline.
End of the year's your deadline.
Yeah. This is my deadline to have the car debugged, essentially. Yeah. So Christmas is my deadline.
You need to be driving it and debugging it. And we need to see how those leaf springs handle.
Yep. So I'm hoping to have the motor by the end of this month.
Just push rods now.
Just push rods. That's all we're waiting for. So we're going to get a set made up. I think Jet Engineering gonna make them up for us, and they were supplied through our good friends at
EMA. Engine Masters
Australia. So Mark, Ash, and the team, thank you.
I suppose the next thing, well, it's not going to close on the Murray, but it's my sedan.
Yep. It's just over there.
It's sort of been pushed into the corner for the minute because we're doing wiring, and I don't really need to have the car out for wiring.
No.
My dad's been going through it quite a lot, checking continuities and stuff. We will have a bit of footage on that coming up.
We'll go through everything that's been done. So the plan was to rewire the car, but the original harness is tested out pretty good.
Yeah.
There's no cracks, sprays, rub throughs.
There's no damage in the wiring, correct. So we've just gone through, checked everything.
Being a budget build, if you can use what you've already got.
Yeah. The only thing we have done is we've added a couple extra earths to the tail lights because they're notoriously bad.
Yeah. And then there'll be probably some information and footage on the integration of that sniper system into it.
Yeah, so that's coming up as well. We've got to make sure everything standard works first before we cut and splice in the Holy Sniper because I want it to be all one system. So that's coming up. I've actually got to mount that soon so we can get holes through the firewall, mounting timing boxes, coils, etc.
Yep.
Also found out I'm missing the coil lead.
Yep. Other frequently asked questions.
Excuse me.
When's the Interlux coming back? Or my International?
Don't look at me, it's not my car. Needs a front end.
It does need a front end, but Tom come around yesterday and we actually pulled it back down to a bare chassis with just the motor in it. So I can finish welding those boxing plates out, can mount the motor more than it already is.
Mount the transmission really.
Mount the trans, and I can actually start to measure for stuff like tail shaft and things like that, and start to run brake lines and all that other stuff. But front end is my key goal here.
Yeah, because that thing needs to roll off the chassis table.
I would like that by the end of the year as well.
It's going to four-wheel drive off the end, but just...
Yeah, we're going to be pretty ambitious here, so we'll see how we go. Nothing like setting a goal.
Nothing like meeting that goal.
Other questions that we've been asked recently, my F100. Someone asked, what is the go with my F100?
Yeah, someone wanted to buy it.
Yeah.
It's not for sale yet.
No.
He's got a bit of a plan. There's a bit of a, it's missing a motor in a box really.
It's missing a motor in a box.
And it needs the tyres pumped up, I noticed yesterday.
It was pretty sad, that motor in it. It leaked a lot of oil. It used a litre to get to Tom's house.
So I put a litre on my driveway.
And it's only a half an hour drive, so it came out pretty quick. But
yes, there is plans in motion to have that. But Zach has to finish his wagon and have that driving by the end of the year. And
wagon needs to be done first.
Interlux. It's no longer the Interlux.
No.
There's no Lux about it.
No, it was called the Interlux because it was on a Hilux chassis. but it's now definitely not.
We need new name suggestions. It is an international with a mopar in it, so
Yeah.
the Inter R,
I don't know.
the Mo National,
Mo National.
the Mo National.
I don't know.
The other question we got asked about is the Mo views going on.
Yeah. Do you want to explain your moustache?
The moustache was originally grown as a bit of a joke. We went to pick up trucks down under, and I thought it'd be funny not to tell the boys and just show up looking like Chopper Reed had just gotten out of prison.
In his blue ute.
Yeah, and Ron Jeremy was behind him, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I've sort of kept it now because it's just funny to get reactions. But we all know that Movember is coming up, so I'm actually going to do a Movember. I don't know, charity fundraising for men's mental health. A lot of people that do know me closely know I've been struggling with my mental health this year. It's been a pretty rough year for me, so I figure while I'm not 100% yet, I need to do what I can to help others out as well. So it's going to stick around a little while longer, and
It's definitely been a big year.
it's been a massive year. A lot happened.
And I don't know, it's a credit to Tom, because between everything that's happened and his mental health, we've still managed to get you some form of content every week since the first week of January this year, and we're nearly at the end of September. So
We've got a few weeks left to go.
we've had nearly
12, 16 maybe.
an episode every week. Some of them have been boring, some of them the content hasn't been what you guys wanted to see, and we can see that. So, but at the end of the day, content is content for us, and we still have given you something every week.
Yeah, so we're going to keep going with that. When it gets closer to November, there'll be like a link in the description where you can donate to us. I haven't set a target amount to raise yet. I've just sort of come up with the idea to do it. But definitely want everyone who watches the channel to get on board. Doesn't matter how much you can donate, just, donate. Whether it be for cancer research or men's mental health, the Black Dog, whatever it be, it's all going to a good cause. So
Yeah,
Mer's sticking around a little while longer yet.
Mer can stay for a bit.
What else? Well, my tray.
Trey?
Finally have my doors. They're actually on the table there beside us. Won't show you them yet because they're not finished. It was a bit of grief I explained with the router. Tried to eat one.
Yep.
And while I told the guy, I said, I'll probably just make it work. Just roll up that little bit and I'll cut the rest by hand. I could not sleep at night. So I got them recut.
They've been redone and Saxon helped him bolt them.
Yeah, so they're looking pretty schmick. I just got to go through and weld them up. And mount them. What else have we got coming up? I'm going to Bathurst, so you might see a little bit of race footage.
I'm going to Germany,
Oh.
but I don't know how much footage we'll get from Germany. Work's sending me over for a trade show, so if that's something that you would like to see, it's not really backyard builds related, but
That's international builds related.
yeah, it's definitely something that I'm really looking forward to.
Well, we do have some European viewers.
Yeah.
I've noticed that our Norwegian followers are quite up there, so
Yep.
good on you for watching from over there.
Yep,
If you see Zach at whatever the show is called, Dusty's German Auto.
Euro Black.
Oh, that's pretty close.
Yeah. So
Make sure you hit him up and he'll give you a high five.
we're going to try and get a little bit of backlog on content, so we can get through that period.
Yes.
Another thing is no Christmas build this year.
No, we've brought you a Christmas build. Well, we've brought you a Christmas thrash. There's been no building. There's been a lot of putting pieces together and no finishing.
Yeah.
But we're going to take
so
a break
that-
from Christmas this
That
year.
is half the reason we're not having another Christmas build, is because there's no point starting another one.
We do like starting stuff, if you haven't noticed.
If you haven't noticed, no point starting another project. So
Without finishing stuff. So, wagon, sedan are the two main things to get finished. The sedan may not get finished due to financial constraints by me, but
we'll see how
it's
the
still gonna be
wagon goes on my wallet too.
yeah.
There's only a few little purchases left, but they're big dollar items.
They
Things
are.
like radiators and
Yes.
tail shafts and rubber
We've got to do a Queensland trip too for your radiator.
rubber kits and all that sort of stuff.
Yes. Interior has to go into.
It's
Made, isn't it? It's all trimmed. Well, it's all ready to go. Just
some seats are trimmed.
Yeah.
Door cards are there. I need to buy a carpet.
And you need to get the hood lining,
Roof lining
put
done.
in.
But all the car builders has been bought for it, so that's an upcoming episode.
It's just waiting for a patch of good weather. We've had a fair bit of rain. You know, La Nina this year has caused a lot of wet weather. It has been hard for Zach to work outside in the rain when he needs to paint and not get stuff rusty.
Yeah, so like dash frame needs to be painted, floor needs to be painted, door tops need to be painted, column needs to be painted.
Yeah.
It's all the stuff to go back in to make it a car again.
Yeah.
But
it's a bit hard to do that when you've got to do it all outside in the rain.
That's partly my fault for putting a chassis table in my shed. But
Yes.
it is what it is. Other things, merchandise, we're going to have new merch, bike prizes on the Murray, hopefully by Christmas even.
Hopefully by Christmas, because it's going to get a bit hot and some people might want to keep their beverages cool.
We have 2 new t-shirt designs coming
Yes, we do.
that we'll discuss later.
We'll debut them when they're ready. They're obviously still getting designed at the moment.
But we now have an arse for every seat,
Yes.
or a seat for every arse. However,
Well, I was going to say a shirt for every chest,
yeah,
because nobody wants to see a little bit of nip out there.
no. So they're coming, hopefully by Crisis on the Murray. Tom said coolers. We're going to get some stubby coolers done up.
Yes.
And we're going to go back to the giveaways. So obviously we haven't been doing code words. It's because we're actually out of sticker back.
Someone might have given them all away.
Yeah, someone gave all the stickers away.
But that's all right. We will have new stickers coming up with the new designs as well. We might do like a first and a second prize, depending on comments. It's never a first in best dress. It's just best comment wins sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we might pick a first and a second prize. First prize might be a cooler and some stickers. Second prize will just be stickers. Again, for all those who have won prizes out there and we have commented on your comment with an email address, you need to email us so we can
Send them out.
post.
Yeah. I
Post
think
your
I got
stickers
about
out.
10 packs left, so
But if we don't have an address to send them to, we can't send them.
yeah.
So I know there is a few out there that haven't applied. So make sure you go back to previous episodes and check your comments, guys.
Apart from that, I think that's pretty well sums us up.
Yep. Covers it mostly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
A lot of stuff happening, a lot of stuff on the horizon, a lot of stuff ready to go, just constraints like weather and
Crane sheds.
money.
Mostly money for me. Stuff's expensive being an adult.
Very expensive, so
Regos, bills, phone bills, they can all...
yeah,
You know, I'd much rather spend it on cars, but
it is what it is.
I think that pretty much wraps us up, eh?
Alrighty,
So, keep watching.
like, subscribe, please share us with your friends.
Yeah.
Go and check out podcasts that we've done as well. We've got one on Never Late, we've got one on Gutter to Gutter.
Yeah, and I did one with the Thong Slappers a couple of years ago, so
Go and check those out.
go and listen to all the backlog of stuff that's out there. Go and watch all our previous episodes. There was a guy that commented the other day who said he's just going to watch all the stuff where we don't weld first and
Yep, come back through.
come back through eventually. So thanks. I think your name was Anthony. I
Yep,
think. So thanks for watching.
alright,
But stay tuned and we'll see you next week or the week after or
we'll see you
the week
next
after that. And the week after that.
We'll have footage for you,
The week after that. And
All right.
then Zach will be in Germany.
but we'll still have an episode, so
Thanks for
Right.
watching, guys.
see you next week.
Oh yeah, we'll just turn this one off, eh?